Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy Lynn. Today I'm going to take you with me for my whole morning routine with my 7-month-old Evelyn, and she is currently teething, it seems. So you're going to get to see kind of what's going on with that. And yeah, I'll just take you with us for our entire morning. So let's get started. Good morning. So it's just about 6 a.m. right now. Normally, we don't get up until about this time, but she was awake crying at about 5, maybe a little bit before. And so she also was crying a little bit during the night, which is not like her at all. Now that she sleeps through the night, she sleeps solid from bedtime until, normally we don't start the day until 6. But I do think she's teething again. Her cheeks are really rosy. She's got all the signs of cutting teeth again right now. So it seemed like she was in a lot of pain. And usually last time that just lasted a couple of days. So I did come in and get her early at about 5 in the morning. And I just nursed her and rocked her on the chair, and she went back to sleep until just about now, so right before 6 she went back to sleep. So normally, like I said, our day wouldn't start till 6. I had planned to film this day, and then I thought maybe I won't because it's different, but I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead. So this is not how our mornings normally start, but I'm going to go ahead and show you our whole morning routine and what that looks like. So today is just going to be our morning routine with a 7-month-old, and although it started off different, I'm still going to show you how the morning typically goes, assuming things go as usual with her little teething situation. You got a sore mouth, baby. Yeah, sore mouth. Also, last time I gave her Tylenol. I'm going to see if she's going to take Tylenol. But she's pretty much doesn't like anything in her mouth at this point. She thinks I'm trying to give her food, and she's not into solids of any form at this point. So I don't think she's gonna let me give her Tylenol, but I'm gonna try. She won't even take her probiotic and vitamin D right now. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna at least try because I'd like to give her something for the pain. So the first thing I do, of course, is turn on the light and take her out of her sleep sack, and then I will change her diaper and I'll go ahead and feed her. But this morning I wanted to take her temperature just because I could tell she wasn't feeling well, or she seemed upset. Thankfully she did not have a fever, so I took over and changed her diaper like usual. Good morning, beautiful. Let's get your diaper changed, okay? And I go ahead and plug in her wipes warmer because I don't like to leave it plugged in at night. I'm just a bit paranoid and don't want to take any chances. I'm sure it's probably safe, but just in case, I do leave it unplugged overnight and then just plug it in the morning. So I got her changed, and then normally I would change her diaper and then feed her and then we play, but since I already fed her at 5 when she woke up the first time, I didn't need to feed her yet, so we just went straight to playing. And the first thing I have to do these days is get the cord unplugged from her sound machine because she's now crawling, so she loves to crawl straight over to that and play with the cords. It is her very favorite thing to do. Any cords in sight, she will go after. So I do have to kind of hide those away and hope she can't see them, because then she's going to be searching for them and getting after them. So yeah, that's the very first thing I do, so that hopefully, she can focus on something else besides getting those power cords. like I said, I literally just turn my back and she is over there at the sow machine. She is getting faster and faster at crawling every day. She's still kind of like scooting, but she's getting closer, I think, to getting up on all fours. As you can kind of see, she's definitely lifting her butt in the air, and she's getting a lot faster. And ever since she's been able to kind of crawl around, she's just become so much more content because she can fully entertain herself. She loves exploring, she loves being down on the floor, and it's also really cute because she will also just actually crawl up to us when she wants to be held. So that's really sweet to actually know, like, oh, she actually wants us to hold her instead of we have to hold her, you know. So it's nice to know that she actually wants to be held. Sometimes. Most of the time she wants to just crawl around and explore. So this morning I was scrambling up some eggs for us. My husband wanted cereal, but I made some eggs for me, and then also I gave some to Evelyn to kind of play with and try. We're kind of doing baby-led weaning / some purees, but currently she doesn't want anything to do with purees. She doesn't want to be spoon-fed. She would rather just kind of like play with food and then bring it to her mouth. So we're doing a little bit of both. So I scrambled up some eggs to give her some as well. But normally what I've been doing the last couple of weeks is actually I'll meal prep the week ahead, and I would make all of our breakfast in advance, so we just have to throw it in the microwave. But I didn't quite make enough this last week, so we ran out early. So that's why I had to make some this morning, but then my husband just wanted cereal. So he had cereal and we had eggs and I had some toast. And while I was putting breakfast together, Evelyn was just kind of scooting around on the floor, trying to go after the dog a little bit. So we do have to keep a careful eye, just, you know, can't be too safe with a dog. Even though Coda is really sweet, we're just keeping an eye on him, but she loves him to death. She is just crazy about him. So we have to kind of be careful, make sure that he's not getting too annoyed with her. So after I finished making our breakfast, Doug wasn't quite up yet, so I just went around the house, and I like to open up all the curtains and let in the natural light. And Evelyn just loves looking at nature. She loves looking at the trees and watching the leaves blowing in the wind. And so I'll often just talk to her about the trees because she knows the word tree. Like you can say, oh, look at the pretty trees. Or where's the tree? And she will always look out the window at the trees. So she has come to understand that word. And there's a few words she's come to understand, but that is one of the first. You can see little Evelyn just scooting her way back to that sound machine as I open up her curtains and blinds in her nursery. And I use this extra curtain. I made like this blackout curtain which completely 100% blacks out her room. It's absolutely necessary for her to sleep well, and that's why I do that. Right now, we're just letting her play with food mainly. She's not too interested. Like I mentioned, she hates when we try to spoon feed her. So I just let her do more of the baby-led weaning, kind of a mix between the two, and she just kind of plays with the food, and you know, that sparks her curiosity a little bit, and sometimes she will taste it, try a little bite here and there. So she's not too interested in food yet, so we're just letting her do it at her own time as she feels ready. So we always offer her something, but she does not always take it, of course, and that's totally fine. Whenever she's ready, I know she'll start eating. So we just sit down for breakfast around 6:45 or 7, and just right before my husband will head off to work. So as you can see, Evelyn is definitely more interested in her little teether, more so than the eggs, but she does take a little taste of them. Like a little taste, and then she's good. While Doug is getting ready for work, put in a quick load of laundry. I find it's necessary to do one load of laundry a day in order to keep up. I just feel like I'm drowning in tons of laundry, so I do a quick load every morning right at this time, and it just works out perfectly. And Evelyn always gets extremely excited to watch the washer or dryer, for that matter, just going in circles, seeing the clothing moving around and the water coming in. She gets so excited, so we'll sit there sometimes and just watch it get started. Last night I had made some baby back ribs in the crock pot. We also had some corn on the cob and rolls on the side. So I was just packing that up for Doug's lunch real quick. And then I also had some for myself in the fridge as well. And since she's scooting or crawling around on the floor, she's getting tons of dog hair because we have a husky, as you saw. And even though I vacuum daily, there's still lots of dog hair that gets on the floor. So I'm just using a lint roller to get that off. And I probably had just changed a diaper here, and that's why we're cleaning our hands. Or I may have been cleaning her hands after breakfast. I can't even remember now. One of her favorite things is to look at the nightlight here because it changes color. So we'll just like I'll call out the colors and she'll watch and she'll be super excited. By this time, my husband has already left for work. We've already said our goodbyes. So I will feed her, and then she's so funny. Like, while I'm burping her, she likes to scratch her fingernails on the little chair here. She likes the sound that it makes. Lately, I've been putting her in my carrier, and she loves front facing. She doesn't like facing me right now. She has to see out. So that's why I do have her front facing, which is okay to do a little bit. It's not great to do a lot. So just for a short period, I will put her front facing. And this is so I can get the house vacuumed. I do like to do this every single morning at this time after my husband has gone to work. That's just the next thing we do in our routine. Sometimes I'll have her in her activity center or the swing, but lately I've been trying out the carrier because she's kind of afraid of the vacuum. So this has kind of helped just so that she can watch what's going on and be right near it, and then she actually likes it and thinks it's entertaining. So it has worked really great. And then I'll just do the dishes really quick. I always empty the dishwasher, or I try to always empty the dishwasher before going to bed the night before. That way everything is just ready to go in the morning. We can just put our dishes in after we eat, and then really quickly I just clean up from her mess. And sometimes I'll just get them rinsed with her right here because it's a bit hard to load the dishwasher, and then I'll just come back to it later when she is in her first nap. Now we're just switching the laundry from the washer to the dryer. I try to do this right away because if I time it right, I can actually get my laundry folded before she even goes down for her first nap. I'm really trying to figure out the things that I can do when she's awake so that I have, that time while she's napping to get the most done of the things that it's just hard to do with her around. So that is what we're doing. And then, like I said, vacuuming is the main thing. That is the main reason why I have her in the carrier, because this is a necessity. Our dog sheds so much, so I just find I feel a lot better about the house. I feel better about having her on the floor, all of that, if I am keeping up with it daily. She actually really enjoys when I vacuum with her with me, a whole lot more than her being separate. So that's why I've been doing that, just to kind of get her used to the vacuum. After I finish vacuuming, it is swing time for her. I do this time of day just so that I can finally get my makeup done. I used to do my makeup on her nap, but I found that this time is actually really good. I mean, it slows her down right before her nap. She kind of settles down from the loud vacuum or playing or whatever we were doing. And then it gives me a chance to do my makeup so that I don't have to do it during her nap, so that I can be more productive during her nap. And I usually use nap time to work on YouTube or meal planning, ordering groceries online, whatever I need to get done that's easier without her. That's what I do. And she's very generous. She gives me a good 15 minutes on the swing, and there's like music on the swing, so I always try to get everything done before the music goes off. I think it lasts for like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. I'm not 100% sure, but I try to get my makeup done and just a few little things done before that music stops, so it's kind of like a race. So I just have a very, very quick 5, maybe max 10-minute makeup routine that I do every day. And so I'm showing you all the products real quick that I use. It's just very simple, but it works. I like the same products. I use them daily. I know what I like, and I just keep going back to them. I'm very, very minimal with my makeup and the products that I keep. And so, yeah, it just works. So I washed my hair the night before and it's still wet, which is normal. I put it in a braid overnight and it's just, it takes forever. Even if I leave it long, it takes hours to dry. So I'm just throwing it up in a quick bun to get going for the day, have it out of the way. And then if I have time, if she lets me, I will curl my bangs really quick, just so that I look a little bit more put together. And that is the finished look. Super fast, super easy, and I feel put together. Then what I do is I keep a scrubber under the sink, and it's one of those ones that you can fill up, and so I put some dish soap and vinegar in it, and I use that to really quickly scrub out the bathroom sink after my makeup and brushing my teeth. But yeah, I do this every day so that I never have to scrub hard on the sink. It just, otherwise I keep putting it off and keep saying, I need to clean the sink, and then before I know it, it needs a good deep cleaning and scrubbing, and usually before company comes. So I'd rather just keep up with it every single day. I'm really trying to see what things I can do, what things I can quickly add on to routines that I already have going, just to make my life easier.
Thank you for being so patient, friend. Thank you.
And then it's back out to go get Evelyn from the swing, and she is super sweet. She's always calm and then super happy to see me. Then since she's teething, I will get a washcloth and get it damp under the faucet and put that in the freezer along with some teething toys. And I'll let that get cold for her, because that really seems to help her when she is teething and waiting for those teeth to cut through when it's the most painful. Just something for her to chew on that's cold and numbing. So as you can see, she's already enjoying her little teether toy. And then it is time to fold laundry. She enjoys going for a little ride, so I throw her in the basket. Well, not throw her, but you know what I mean. I put her in the basket and we head to the bedroom, and then I put her in her little jumper while I quickly fold the laundry, and this just takes me about 5 minutes because it's not much. So I fold the laundry and put it away, and it is the biggest relief to be done with laundry first thing in the morning before she even goes down for her first nap, because usually I used to have to do it before bedtime. Like, I would forget about it, and then I'd come in to get ready for bed and there'd be laundry all over the bed, and that's never a fun feeling. So by implementing this routine, it has just been a life changer. It's been amazing, and I couldn't recommend it more. Just do a load of laundry a day, and if you can, get it out of the way first thing in the morning so you don't have to think about it again.
I don't know for how long I can carry on. Something that
Then, depending what time it is, it's usually we still have a little bit of time before she needs to go down for a nap. So we'll just do some more play in the nursery. Lately, she's been loving the air vent. She's obsessed with it, especially when the air is coming through it. She loves feeling the air in her hair. It makes her giggle and get super excited. She also is into mirrors a lot. I mean, she's always kind of been into mirrors, but now she's really into mirrors. She loves that she can manipulate it and kind of look at me through it.
So cute, I love you.
the devil spread on my neck. But the touch from a warm wind is blowing in. Is key.
So usually somewhere between 9 and 9:30, I will put her down for her first nap. So we start her nap time routine by a nice good feed. I'll just top her off if I think she needs it. I'll change her diaper. Then we sit down and we do some reading time, and she gets so excited about books.
Is it story time? Is it story time? Which book would you like? This one? That's not good. Its nose is too shiny. What's next? What's next? That's not my koala. Its tummy is too fuzzy. Can you feel the fuzzy tummy? Where's the fuzzy tummy? Can you find it? Good job. That's not my koala. Its paws are too soft. Soft paws. Soft paws. Can you find the soft paws, Evelyn? Good job. Are they soft? Good job.
So yeah, we keep nap time super simple. Just feeding, diaper change, reading, and then in bed. She loves these books where it has the different textures and she can touch and feel. She absolutely loves that. And I think it helps her learn words because, I'll ask her can you find the soft paws and that kind of thing, and she'll point to the paws. She's learned what they are, I think, because of how they feel. And so it's just been so fun to watch her advance every few weeks. She's getting further and further along, and now she's even to the point right around this time she started turning the pages for me. So that's something she just started doing recently, and it's really sweet just to see her. She'll turn the page and we'll go on to the next. So then I lower the blinds, I put up her blackout curtain, which I have Velcro attached to, and it just velcros around the window so that it's 100% blacked out. Meanwhile, I usually just lay her on her rug and she'll just lay there and watch what I'm doing. And then we turn out the lights. I turn on her sound machine, which she loves to watch me do. And then I will just sing to her and just rock her gently, and then tell her good night and put her into her sleep sack, give her her pacifier. And I go ahead and shut off the lights and leave the room, and she puts herself right to sleep, and she will sleep a good hour and a half usually. She'll usually take 2 hour and a half naps per day. So yeah, I know I've gone overboard with blackout, but this works. So I even have a curtain in front of the door to keep the light from the house from creeping in. Then I'll go out, do any cleanup that I need to do. I'll check her high chair, see if there's a mess. Usually there is, but today was not really that bad. And I'll wipe it down or whatever needs doing. And then I've been doing crock-pot meals lately. I've been on the search for ones we actually like. This has made my life so much easier because I meal prep on the weekend and I don't have to cook all week long except for like sides or whatever I want to have with it. So today we were having chicken tikka masala and we are good with dinner. It's all good to go. And then I'm just taking out the naan bread and I'm putting dinners out on the counter to thaw, and then I'm putting lunch for the next day in the fridge to thaw slower, because what I do is I make enough in the crock pot for dinner that night and then leftovers for lunch the following day. So it's been amazing, and little by little I'm finding recipes that we actually love. It takes a lot of trial and error though, because we're not crazy about crock pot meals. So yeah, trial and error, finding ones we actually like, but I think it's going to be so worth it just for this phase of life anyways. You know, doing YouTube and the things that I want to do, it's just I'm so limited on time. And you know, I've thought about, should I keep doing YouTube? I don't know. It's something like I've really gone back and forth about. So this is just kind of my attempt to free up a bit more time for myself so that I can keep doing it and still, you know, give full attention to my little baby. I want to make sure that nothing is taken away from the time that I should be giving her as well as my husband. So like I said, I clean up any dishes or anything that needed still doing. And then that is pretty much the end of my morning routine. I head to my computer. I usually work on YouTube, or like I said, meal prepping, or not meal prepping, meal planning, ordering groceries, depending on the day of the week. I have different things that I do, but that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed my morning routine with my 7-month-old. I hope it was helpful. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below to let me know what you'd like to see next. Or if you have a little one, I'd love hearing what your routine is with them. It always is helpful getting different ideas. But anyways, I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you really soon in my next video.